So Bill Maher just had actor Patton Oswalt on his podcast. Yeah, that Patton Oswalt, the actor who, despite what you're thinking, was never in Lord of the Rings. But he's the comic who prowls the internet as a harsh critic of the right and self-appointed comedy cop. So you'd think he'd be wired into everything, up on all the arguments and counter-arguments, right? Nope. He knows about as much as today's issues as he does about personal grooming. True, the guy looks like a cat just coughed him up. And yet we're the ones who didn't evolve.
This country is not as mature as it thinks it is. We elected Obama, and clearly the country freaked out. We're still living in that freak out. We are not as progressed and evolved and intelligent as we think we are because we keep freaking out.
Who's we exactly, oh garden gnome? Because when Maher suggests that the left is not entirely scientific, Oswalt looks at him like AOC trying to do a math problem.
The left freak out too. The left freaked out about a lot of too.
What did they freak out about?
Gender, race, parenthood, schools, homelessness, crime, the border, education. Like we stopped being a scientific people. Like it's not scientific.
But the left certainly stayed scientific.
No, they didn't.
Why not?
Because they think gender that they went way too far with. That's not scientific.
But how did I'm not trying to. How do they go too far with like gender stuff?
If I was teaching children, what I would teach them is there is a default setting for the human being, which is heterosexuality. That's not what we started to teach, which was that every baby is, I don't know, let's not even put it on the birth certificate. That's what they wanted.
Were we teaching that?
Yes, we
When were we teaching that?
Teaching it. It was a law here in California. See,
to teach what?
Don't put sex on the birth certificate. We'll see.
I'm sorry, I don't remember that. I mean,
I know, because it doesn't get in the blue sky bubble.
Where's this guy been? Now, I get it. When you look like Patton Oswalt, you want someone telling you there's no difference between women and men. But he didn't know the laws or even the controversy. He didn't know that some states were scrapping sex for birth certificates, that his state added non-binary as a designation. Oh, he's brave online, fact-checking you and me. But when Maher, a guy capable of peering beyond the bubble, says, look, you missed this, he's as bewildered as J.B. Pritzker looking at a bag of kale. And why? Because Patton's bubble doesn't have arguments. There's nothing to read. There's no need to track. Today's left orbits in their own messaging universe, disconnected from anything that might challenge them. And since the left owns the culture, they have no problem finding affirmation. In fact, that's all they find. They have platitudes, follow the science, no human is illegal, trans women are women. But if someone says something you don't like, it's okay to shoot him in the head. Patton's happy to bathe in his bubble and, like a human virus, spreading stupidity to anyone who's susceptible. But when he's slightly confronted, you can see his face melt like a fun-sized Snickers left on a car seat during a heat wave.
If you're saying the left went too far with gender, maybe that was a function of, okay, these people are scared, they're being targeted, and we're watching them be targeted right now. We're watching transgender people be targeted in a very aggressive way. So
we are? Where?
Oh my God.
Where are they being targeted? I mean, like everybody is being targeted to a degree. I feel like...
But not scapegoated the way that transgender people are.
Scapegoated for what? Who's scapegoating them?
Every school, every shooting is a transgender person.
Not every the ones that are...
But that's how they frame it, though.
Oh, man. You see, Oswalt seems as confused as Mayor Pete discovering a photo of Sydney Sweeney. His problem is that he can't argue because he never had to argue. He's like a sick kid who lives in a bubble because he has no immune system, but steps out of the bubble and immediately dies because his body developed no antibodies to fight off contagions. Only this time the contagion is truth. Now, we're different. We know we're the minority. The networks, Hollywood, academia, they all lean left. Being progressive is the factory setting. So for us, we got to do the work. We got to pick up the contradictions and the angles. We play defense. We read the memos, learn both sides, make arguments. Those muscles have to be there. And as you can tell from this interview, Oswald's mind and his body hasn't been to a gym in years. But it doesn't stop them from coming at us hard because there's no one there to say no. The left is both dominant and sheltered. Meanwhile, we're watching not just what we believe, but also what they believe. We're doing twice the work. To remain oblivious, the left can simply not watch Fox News or go on X. But the right, we have to stop watching movies, stop going to college, stop watching the Super Bowl halftime show. Even church has gone woke. Oswalt reveals that the left has no idea what's going on in the world, and their arrogance protects them from having to try. Hell, while millions of Americans were facing an economic and social crisis due to COVID lockdowns, Patton scolded them for wanting to eat at Fuddruckers. He seems happily oblivious to average concerns and finds addressing them either beneath him or exhausting. And they'll call you a fascist without even knowing what it means, because the bubble gives them everything they need except reality. Let's welcome tonight's guest. He's a triple threat. He can act, tell jokes, and sleep in a car. Actor and comedian Jamie Kennedy. Her last name looks like your spoon when eating alphabet soup. Financial analyst Heather Zubaraga. She went from Blink 182 to diapers full of poo. New York Times bestselling author and Fox News contributor Cat Tip. And his female fans are like a hot summer day, really bright and well into their 80s. Former NWA World Champion and host of the Planet Tyrus podcast. So, Jamie, I feel like you understand this monologue better than anybody. You live in LA, the heart of LA. Do you run into this issue where you might run into somebody who has no idea what you're talking about?
No.
No?
And first of all, I want to say he says that Trump only appeals to people that are damaged. Okay, Greg, seriously. Do I look damaged? I mean, I look like a guy that has a 401k.
Yes.
Listen, I love these two guys. They're hilarious. I live in LA. This screams of Brentwood Country Mart. I don't know where Patton's been. But you know what else appeals to people who are damaged and want power? Stand-up comedy, okay? These guys look like they're at the loneliest swinger party in Los Angeles, pontificating from their cuck thrones. I mean, none? Okay.
It's seeping into our culture.
Yeah. Listen, they're both hilarious. I love them. But I was actually shocked that Patton was saying this. He's like, what do we say on gender? It was like, dude, if you questioned a guy who came out of the ladies' room with a 5 o'clock shadow, he'd be mad at you. He's like, you don't see my Jill Sander clutch? Like, what are we? Nothing? All right, Jesus.
No, but that's what I think blew my mind most about this, Heather, is that he seemed, I couldn't tell if he was pretending to be oblivious or pretending to be ignorant because he just didn't want to deal with this stuff. He just wanted to get through it, or he honestly didn't know.
No, I don't think he was pretending at all. And that's why even Bill Maher himself corrected him, not corrected, pushed back a little bit, even if they're friends, like, hey, no, actually there may be a default setting based on your X and Y chromosomes at birth. And to Jamie's point, calling any Trump supporters, saying that they, what was it, damaged goods? No, you don't look damaged. They're saying that.
No, he does look damaged.
Well, I might borrow his jacket. It's a bit cold in here, but I'm not sure.
No, he got it off a dead hobo. So.
Oh, a dead hobo. Okay.
I look like I'd either sell you a dime bag in Aspen or
you
open up a rum bar
that
in the
backstage. But no, I think the majority of Trump supporters. You didn't play this part. I'm getting to something like of substance over here. I'm really trying.
Audience dime bag.
They said that the Trump supporters fantasize about being like him. No, they don't. The guy went through relentless legal battles. They weaponize the entire justice system against the president. They give him negative media bias and attention 24/7. So the majority of Trump supporters do not fantasize being like Trump. The guy's doing an amazing and almost impossible job for the American people. We don't want...
There you go. Cat, how are you going to follow that?
She just rolled her window up on your chicanery. Like, yeah, no, I have something important. No, I have something important to say.
What do you say, Kat? Did you watch the interview? It's pretty funny, weird, wasn't it? Because also, we have to point out, Bill Maher was stoned as hell.
Right.
And he's still like, you mean you don't know what's been going on?
Well, so true.
That is the podcast.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I think actually, ironically, Trump appeals to people who talk like that, like, or are sick of hearing people talk like that about them. Like,
Right.
Oh, you're damaged. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're so bad. And people started after a while being like, am I really though? Because this is how I talk. This is how a lot of my friends talk. So what he's doing, and he still doesn't get it, what he's doing is why Trump is popular. Not all the things he's accusing the people of being, but it's in a rebellion to hearing people talk exactly like that. And he still hasn't gone out and met enough people to realize that yet.
You know what Patton Oswalt is? He's the teacher at the school that tells the kids that they're not smart enough and the kids rebel, except he's talking about Trump supporters, and they look at him as a substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like one, by the way.
He does. It's upsetting to me watching this conversation because this is what the polarization of political has done. It has ruined the getting high conversation. This is not what you talk about when you're high. Where's the awesome movie? Patton, he's done a million movies. Bill Maher's traveled the world. They should have been coming up with some ways to fuse an Oreo cookie and a pizza and still take your Ozempic shot. Like, this is important that we're not discussing when we're high. And my favorite part of this whole thing is seeing how upset Greg was. And I could relate. Did you see how passionate he was during that monologue? Like, give him a round of applause. I have not.
Was I?
Oh, leaning forward, fired up.
You know why? I'm very warm in
I
this
know
jacket.
why.
Oh.
I know why, because it happens to me. Like, when I see a brother give a dumb speech, I'm like, why are you doing this to us? You saw a little guy like you saying some and you were mad because he's representing you. It's like one little guy smokes some weed, says some dumb we all get blamed for it.
You know what? I now know what it's like to be black.
Thank you. It took 10 years, but
Yes.
Now you feel how we feel.
Yes. Don't blame me for what other short people do. Before we go, you can come see me this Saturday in Atlantic City with Tom Shalhoub and surprise special guest. Wonder who that could be. Then I got a bunch of dates next year all over the country. Go to ggutfeld.com for tickets.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.